Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Bias Sports Club. I am Josh, and I'm here with my co-host,
I'm Angel, all the way bound from Mexico.
all the way down from Mexico. And today we're going to be talking about the NBA draft and the trades that have just occurred last night.
And
Angel, would you like to take it away?
yeah, absolutely. Before we start with last night, 2 days ago, Oklahoma got more picks again. How are they getting more picks every year? I don't know, but they traded to Atlanta Hawks Aaron Wiggins for two second rounders on 2030 and 2032. So
Hmm.
OKC doesn't need any draft picks, but they're still getting him, and they
It's
still
so
have number 12 for this year. So they're
it's
still
so
gonna
unfair.
keep stacking up for a lot of years on the go. But the first trade we're talking mainly from yesterday, the one that hurt the most, was a three-way team deal between Minnesota, Chicago Bulls, and Brooklyn Nets. Who won this trade? Uh,
Nobody.
no, Brooklyn won
Actually,
this trade.
for Brooklyn probably won.
Brooklyn won without giving almost anything. So
Yeah.
Minnesota got Mogwai and a second round pick from this draft. Chicago Bulls got Nick Claxton, and Brooklyn Nets got first round pick from this draft, number 28. Now they have two draft picks in this draft, and a forward, Julius Randle.
Hmm.
What does that mean? Minnesota gave Julius Randle and a first round pick for a second rounder and Mogwai.
Yeah, I'm not seeing a lot here for Minnesota. They did do this for cap space. Definitely pay Iota some new 100%. But I think Brooklyn did this for a future move. Julius Randle's a vet for the team.
Yeah.
They drafted five people in the first round last year. I think they brought him in to teach them a couple things. But I like this. I like this move from Brooklyn. Also getting rid of Claxton, locker room issue. He honestly didn't have much more upside to his career, but I think the Bulls needed a center type player, and I think they also did pretty well with this trade.
Now they got someone to move up the ball. They got Julius Randle to team up with Michael Porter Jr. And they got the third to last draft pick on the first rounder. I think they can get up to a play-in tournament type
There is a
of team.
possible chance here that that could happen.
I don't know if Minnesota really did this right. They got a second rounder.
Yeah,
They lost their first round pick, and they got a forward. Mulgray is not a bad player, but I don't know how well he's gonna adapt to the Timberwolves.
the blockbuster trade of last night, the Heat trade for Giannis Antetokounmpo and Bobby Portis, while the Bucks acquire Tyler Hero, Khalil Ware, Jaime Hawkins Jr., Kasparas Jacusiones. I think I said that
The
right.
Kuchonis.
Three, I almost had it.
Almost.
Three first round picks. Which one of them is the number 13? One pick swap and one second rounder. I personally, Angel, I think the Heat lost this trade. They gave up way too much youth and young players
They
for
did.
someone who's going to be out of their prime in the next 3 years.
I think this trade became almost the exact same as Cleveland's, where they gave out on their future, giving out Darius Garland for James Harden. This might get the Heat to be a top team in this year, maybe next year, because they lost their pick for this year. They don't have another draft pick. I think they don't. No, they don't have another first rounder this year, so they lost their first rounder. And for 3 whole years, 2031, 2033, and 2030, they have to give out their first round pick and a probable pick swap that could include the first rounder again.
Hmm.
That's gonna suck for them in the future. They're trying to get everything done today, but the question is, you've got Giannis, you've got Bama de Bayo, you've got Norman Powell, you got three beast scoring beasts and two top defenders.
Hmm.
Who's gonna get the ball up to them?
I think they're going to run it like they used to do back in Milwaukee. They're going to give it to Giannis. Davion Mitchell's
Mm.
been handling the ball a lot more for the Heat
Do
that
you
last season.
you think they're gonna give the ball out to Giannis first instead of Bam?
Well, Giannis is Also, he's a average, or if not a little bit of above average playmaker himself. So I don't see how
Yeah,
that's not
he
an issue.
he had
And Bam
he
can
he
shoot
had to
three.
be. He had to be because in Milwaukee, no one was there to support him.
Exactly. And now he's in the same situation.
No, now he has Bam, the guy that scored 83.
Yeah, the guy who had the second best scoring game of all time.
Yeah. So
Um,
I think Milwaukee Bucks definitely won this trade. They
so
got
much.
they got a lot of youth players, young players. They got Tyler Hero. They got Jaime Jaquez Jr. They got their center, Khalil Ware.
I
And
like him a lot.
now they're having two first round picks on this draft. They got number 10 and number 13. Who might they get? I'm thinking they could get Karim Lopez. That could be great. They're missing a
That would be fantastic.
they're missing
Milwaukee
a
could
forward,
really turn
so
around.
they could become a competitive team again. But apparently, with ESPN on this, they're saying they're gonna get a shooting guard, Braden Burries from Arizona, under number 10, and they're getting under number 13 via Miami Heat, Karim Lopez, their small or power forward. That I guess they're using as a small forward because they're gonna go power forward for Giannis and center Bam, or at least they should. So the Bucks could go on a peak this year.
Hmm. I honestly I personally think the Bucks might actually finish above the Heat this year if they draft correctly.
If they
If
draft
they
correctly,
have their center,
they
they
have the
have a
center.
decent point guard who just broke out last year.
Yeah,
And Ryan Rollins. You got
Ryan
Tyler
Rollins.
Hero as a shooting guard.
You
You
got
got Jaime Hawkes, who I think
a
should
great
be a
sixth
starter.
man. I don't know if he
Great,
should
or
be a
say,
starter.
who on that team would you put above him in that roster
You're
right now?
getting two draft picks. Remember, you're
That
getting
is
a.
true.
You could get a shooting guard. You can get a power forward or small forward, and you've got your main roster. If you're trying to get your rookies to start, as Dallas did with Cooper Flag, and if they do get Karim Lopez, they're getting a player who already has professional experience down in New Zealand, and he's playing really good. So I do think Jaime Jaquez Jr., even though I love him, could still be playing as a sixth man.
I like Jaime Hawkes. I love what he's done for the Heat. He's a good all around player. I would want to see him start for now, but if the rookie they draft is someone who's gonna be that replacement, they could move him to the bench. I don't think that would be that big of a deal. I still think they finish around the top end of play-in. I think they finish also above the Heat because I don't know like who's on the bench for the Heat. Like
Um,
they got rid of all their youth and their
they
best player on the bench they just got rid of as well.
the the Heat got on their bench their moms, their dads, and probably the brothers.
Oh, wait, let me see this roster real quick.
What I'm
The
surprised
Heat,
about this, before you say our roster, when Janice left, I always thought he was taking his brother with him.
no,
Apparently not. He's staying at Milwaukee, so
he got waived this morning, I think.
no.
No, he didn't. I thought I saw
No,
something that he
no.
got waived.
Maybe I'm saying no as in doubt.
I think he did. Did he get waived? Hold on, let's see this roster. No, he didn't yet. I don't think he will be though. There's no reason to keep
No,
him
no, no,
there.
no, no. Thanasis Antetokounmpo was waived by the Milwaukee
He
Bucks
was.
on June 22, yesterday,
That's
shortly
funny.
after the team agreed to trade his brother.
That's funny.
Wow.
That's funny and sad at the same time. Like, listen, he got millions of dollars for just being there, so shout out Giannis. But this Miami Heat roster, their bench, their best player after their starting roster is Nikola Jovic, who we all thought was going to have some type of upside to him. He has not been what we were supposed to expect from someone his
No.
descent, because we all expect Euro players to do pretty well,
Look,
but he didn't pan out well.
Miami's gonna be competitive because they have a and growing really fast Bam Adebayo. He's been working out really well and he's been playing a ton. And he is a player that when he scored 83, they needed to put a 3-man mark on them, barely four, mainly four. So what's gonna happen? Who's gonna mark Giannis and who's gonna mark Bam?
It's going to be really hard to guard both of them at the same time. And I said something bad about the spacing. Not Giannis. God, why am I? Sorry, I didn't sleep well. Bam
That was
Adebayo has been better at shooting threes recently, even if it's not the most efficient. At least it's some type of spacing
yeah.
that gives Giannis the chance to be inside the paint. And also, Giannis shot decent from like the field that isn't inside the paint like the last 2 years. He shot decent from mid range.
Yeah, he's been shooting a lot more from mid range, but the only problem is, I'm not scared about the 3-pointers or the mid range. What happens in a fast break? Two of them running up. Okay,
I think they're gonna do
let's
the
say
thing
let's
from
say
Corona basket where they both grab the ball and dunk it on the same person.
that was what I was gonna say. Norman Powell is gonna lift it up for an alley oop, and
They're both
you're seeing these two beasts running at you.
full speed.
There's only one player I would be more scared of, and that was prime LeBron at Miami Heat. Now we've got two huge players running against you.
Yeah, it's a bit scary. But like once they get subbed out, it's like a bunch of kittens are coming on the court.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, the plus minus is gonna be so bad for when they're on and off numbers.
It's gonna be so bad. It's the same that happened to the Spurs. When most teams scored on them was when Victor Wembanyama was out, and Luke Cornett was in. So,
But every time Luke Cornett was in, he did do something cool. So we can't discredit him that much.
it's not a discredit, but it's a big difference between him and Victor
Yeah,
and
100%.
Wemby. So right now, I don't know if they're gonna rest both of them at the same time. I know they're gonna play both of them, but I don't
Giannis
think
might play like the full first like quarter while Bam gets out, and then they're gonna put Bam in the first like 4 minutes, and then Bam comes in.
exactly.
Then Giannis comes
So
in.
they could have a good strategy of always having one of the scariest big mans on the league on the court.
Yeah,
And to
but
start
they're gonna
them
have to make some moves for that bench, 100%.
now, I don't know how much money does Miami Heat actual right now has to get or buy more players. But I know there's a few free agents this offseason. One of them is LeBron James.
I think he's going back to the Lakers. I saw like a couple things about it.
I
He
saw
most likely will.
I saw them too, but I also saw that Miami could try to take him.
Let me see how much salary cap space Miami Heat has. Miami Heat has 18 million in first apron cap space left.
Okay.
I think that's enough to get at least like two decent role players for the bench. Because their starting roster is fine for me. Like they're all kind of older, but I don't think that changes like much. They're gonna give the ball to Giannis more. Norman Powell's gonna be shooting threes, and they're gonna give Norman Powell so many more open looks because of those two massive centers they have. Well, Giannis is a power forward, but he plays like, you know what I mean. But like when you have those two guys there, they're gonna be bringing all the attention.
Yes.
People are gonna forget about Norman Powell, and he's still gonna probably average like 18 points on like 40% from three.
He was
Like he
averaging 25 points in the regular season.
Yeah, but like now that Giannis is gonna be taking more of a scoring load, I think it's gonna just take a little bit off, but his efficiency is gonna stay the same.
I think his efficiency is gonna go way up.
Probably.
He was shooting really well from three, and now you definitely have to cover the paint between Bam and Giannis. I think he's gonna get a lot of more free threes.
Mm. But everybody, that is going to conclude our thoughts on the trades so far and the NBA draft. We will let you guys know on Instagram if we will be doing the draft tonight. If not, I will be posting all the picks individually on Reels for you guys or any images. But we'll let you guys know how it goes. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to follow all of our socials, comment, subscribe, and share our stuff to as many people you think would like our content. Anything else on how?
No. Take care, stay biased, and watch the NFL draft. And tell us your opinions on what will happen to the top 5 teams. We want to hear you. Will the Wizards go into the playoffs with AJ DeBonsa? Will the Jazz do something also with Darren Pearson, or will finally the Memphis do something with Ja Morant and their picks?
Probably not, but let's hope so.
And
Okay, stay
also,
by. Oh,
stay biased and just remember, don't do what the Heat did.
never do that.
Don't
Never
sell
do that.
don't sell your soul for a big player.
Exactly. Okay. Toodaloo.